start with you then. Okay, hello and welcome to Defense on Ceres, session 85. Last time we had we finished up the expedition against the threat null intruders. Essentially just a fighting sequence that took way too long with where Bacon and Domino and some NPCs took down the ship. Mostly got the ship intact. It's however not quite functional due to the way it's built. And they also got a bunch of wonders and the like as loot. Then Neck did some brainwashing for his wolf boy, and he also decided to apply for becoming a psychologist. I think Domino also wanted to become a psychologist, but no, he's still suited for that. He's literally a patient himself.
Yeah.
It's basically a death sentence for any aspirations in that area. Also, he's like chief security anyways. Like he has no time for this.
We're all psycho patients at the end of the day.
In a way, but not like this. Well, then Ems did some research on the ice world. Essentially, figured out how it works to some degree, anyways. Of course, still harbors some secrets. I'm really interested, like what he will do. Yeah, I'm really interested in what he will do with this world. Because depending on what you do, well, this world might change a lot.
Evil laugh.
Yes. Well, then, then we had a intermission in a 1-to-1 where Allied talked to Lewis a bunch, got his mind fixed in an unconventional way by rewinding his entire body, essentially including his mind, to a previous point where he wasn't insane. Sadly, the same thing can't be said for the crewman, as he has, there still are some abnormalities with him, as far as Lewis is concerned. Oh yeah, and Lewis also took the opportunity to shave off a few years of Allied while he was at it, despite being told not to.
Yeah, he's gonna have to get whipped for that.
He's gonna get what for that?
He's Don't worry about it.
Go on, tell me.
No, it's okay. Don't worry. Lewis is fine.
Lewis is fine. And next time you come in, he like comes out as a baby because he like first tested on you and now he's like, yeah, no, I can use it myself. It's safe enough. But yeah. Anyways, since Allied has to leave soon-ish, we're gonna start with him. So, well, what are you doing in after that?
Well, is the lockdown over yet?
Not quite yet, but it would end soon unless you like if you just want like to spend some time in the lab. Then well, and wait until it's over. Then you can. It wouldn't take too long.
Giant petri dishes and nano machines.
Yes.
Lewis is just yes, I love the sway in these. It makes me extra clean.
Yes. Like he's gonna he's gonna go back to working, unless you have something else. Like he would tell you that he wouldn't want to attempt this again on this man. He had enough burns for one day.
Yeah, no. Plus that man's kind of fucking like he's out of it. Like we gotta get him looked at. I remember Lewis being like, "Yeah, this is above my pay grade," and I was like, "Yes, Lewis. I know what these squiggly numbers mean."
Yes.
But yes. So if that's the case, and went back in time to not insane. Just still a weird concept to wrap your head around. Uh, uh, I'm going to. Well, I mean, there's not really much I can do. I can't really shoot off messages until well, at least not like high priority ones, and we're not going to do that randomly.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. And like any messages sent would be kind of, breaking protocol to some extent. Like, you have the authority to do it, but, it might get questions at some point. So.
yeah, which I'm not going to do.
Yeah.
I'm just going to kind of be stuck here until the alarm goes off, finish going off, the Bretnall is attacking or whatever the fuck, and then once that's done, that would be same day, right?
Yeah, like this is what we do the same day. Essentially, you have like an hour or so, where until like the all clear comes in.
Sam's just busy being like a bother in like the lab, like he's like trying to figure out like what you like like microscopes and stuff that are like very well defined and stuff. Like Sam's like sticking his big fucking face in like like, oh, I can't see anything. Like there's nothing down there. Trying to learn. Like I've never used any of these life things before. And then once the alarm ends and relatively clear, I don't know if the union has a protocol that, hey, if you go back in time, you still have to be in quarantine.
Well, technically you have to like, go and get an all clear from a proper psychologist. Lewis thinks thinks it's fine, and he would sign off on it, and he would tell you that.
I love Lewis. Is Lewis a psychologist? He's not a proper psychologist. He even said he's not one.
Yeah, he isn't. He isn't.
Yeah, so I feel like that violates a couple of like. Do we have any other psychologists on base?
Unfortunately, not. The last time we had needed a psychologist, it needed to be flown in the form of Enzim Ansali.
Well, I'm gonna check notes and see if in terms of like the ships that are gonna be coming to get repair from the attack.
I mean, there's actually.
You have any ships that have a psychologist?
There's actually one that would stand out to you if you check the list.
Oh.
And that's Noah's ship. It seems to be heavily.
Oh, Noah's coming.
Yes, Noah's coming. Just a few minutes away.
Man, when the fuck did they do?
I mean, they tackled the initial incursion of Threat now.
Oh, so they've actually been on the way for a bit because of distance and stuff. Okay.
Oh well, yeah, like they essentially have been fighting. And they got damage during the battle, and during the battle, one of the ships managed to slip away, which is the one that the
rest of the party went after. Which, in character, I have no clue that happened, both before and after I got fucking brainwaved.
I mean, the funniest part is, the direction where the battle happened, which would probably, with your level, it would be mentioned, that that's actually where that you notice at some point that drilling, that breakthrough attempt.
So I spotted. My early warning helped clap some Threatnall cheeks.
Yes.
Dope. I'm a fucking Sam's gonna do a fucking be like nobody's watching and be like that arm pump yeah, get fucked. Just gonna take that, pat him on the back. Yeah, I'm pretty good at getting people killed,
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
But yeah, so how long does it seem like it's gonna be before Noah and stuff the ship actually gets here and I can immediately start harassing Dr. Azim, who totally wants to have a break?
Well, a few minutes, essentially 20 probably.
Oh, dope.
Yeah,
okay.
They just land and then they could come in as early as 20 minutes. I mean, I guess if someone wants to request the good doctor, which Lewis would probably be willing to, because he can just ask for more medical personnel.
Yeah, I still kind of have to follow proper protocol since I'm still even though I went back in time to get wiped, I don't know how. I have to let Lewis be the fucking responsible for one for right now, so that's a curse statement.
Yes, it is.
All right, Lewis, you gotta be the one to put the order in. Like, just Sam just has his fucking PDA, and he's just like a pouting kid, just like, oh, I got to kill people, but I can't really access anything super important. Don't want that on the record. Oh, potentially compromised. Access the core data of the base.
But yeah, after let's see, yeah, after like 30 minutes, like 10 minutes late, Dr. Azim comes in and says, "Hello,
Hello, Z.
Mr. O'Neill again."
You sound so happy to see me.
Well, yeah, one of my more easy patients. And Lewis steps up and is like, "Yeah, I see the professional," and he makes like air quotes. You can tell that Lewis is, a little bit miffed that he is not allowed to just discharge you.
Lewis, we have to follow proper protocol.
Well, I will be watching.
Get your psychologist lines. I hope so.
I will be watching.
Still the basis doc.
Yeah, he just stands in a corner with like his arms crossed and just eyeballs the doctor and Ansari the whole time.
Sam's face palms. I was like, well, yeah, nice to see Azima. Yeah, so, and then, Sam's going to give him the rundown of basically what happened. And then off of the recording as well, like what happened and, the things he dealt with, and then the way he tried to, he thinks he's resolved it with the procedure of, I don't even know what the fuck it's called, whatever Lou's big brain science called it. But still need the actual chat to make sure there's nothing there that can be, fall through. And then how my VE guy over here didn't actually go through with it either, and stuff like that.
Yeah, makes sense. Let's see. That would be kind of difficult to guess, but he has definitely the knowledge to do it. Oh, well, he has no clue. As I said, well, we need to double check and and then see how well this procedure actually worked. And you're the only one that got this procedure done on him.
Yes, I'm the one that got Lewis procedured. He's the one that got Nordic procedured.
I see. I will. I guess I will have to approach it differently. Well.
Never an easy day dealing with you, Azim. You're my base.
It's fine. Most of the damage the crew sustained on the other ship is of the physical nature.
We gave as good as we got this time, right?
Yes. Actually, now that I think about it, what if well, once we manage to clear you two, perhaps would be good if some of the patients could come here.
Sam's eyes dart over to fucking Lewis, like, don't you fucking dare do anything stupid. Like, don't, don't fucking DH them if they don't ask. Like, you're gonna be a doctor. You're not gonna fucking replace them with fucking nanomedroids.
Make me perception alertness roll, difficulty 8.
Perception alertness, oh fuck. Hey.
Okay, you're not quite sure, but you think you had a clap, like a really like silent one, and then you think like, wait, that was about last time we did that nano machines moved, and we like check. Yeah, there's like a lot less of them, but you see like slowly like crawl back into like the crevices they came from.
I just squinting at Lewis while this man's working on me. Oh, distracted. I clearly dehydrated as well.
God.
Sam's just like,
I probably should like go on the roll willpower for Lewis, to be honest. If he can control himself later.
there's no way Lewis could trust. We both know Lewis at the prospect of like being able to like work on people. He loves it. He loves his job.
Yeah, but the problem is he needs to do like something more immediate because he has like a hard time seeing like the long-term effects of his procedures on those people.
Ah,
So there's like a little bit. Oh, he has no. Okay. Okay. Bad news.
what?
He has a zero temporary willpower. I don't think he can resist anything like that at this point.
I think you can still resist it.
I mean, I would say like, I mean, technically yes, but practically like,
Wait, you'd have to roll for it instead of just spending a point. Is what I mean. Like,
yeah, but no, like I would say if you like at zero willpower, I think at least in character, like this dude would choose the fun option.
it's his ass if he wants to be bad. I'm not covering for him. He knows that.
Yeah, there's a reason why he's already discredited.
Damn it, Lewis. We were working on it. You're a good man. I don't want to have to shoot you.
Oh, you might have to.
But yeah. So how's the Seams checkup coming?
Let's see. Anseem does ask you to sit down, and yeah, he would ask you to. Yeah, he would do like a long procedure for this, because otherwise it might end up too bad for you. Like if you.
Well, I mean, he already. Oh,
What is your
I
like?
also let him know that.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was gonna say I also let him know that the when I had when the Nordic tried to do his enlightened science or whatever, like help us get back. He was unable to properly pull anything off with my mental facilities because of what I discovered.
Okay, that's actually worth mentioning a lot to him. And let's see. Yeah, let's just roll a 7 for that one to know.
Jesus Christ! Oh, well, there's his magic.
Yep, it is, and he has psychology, and he tells you, that's odd. That seems like complete bullshit. Like he should still be able to fix that.
Huh. Sam's head kind of like. Well, well, I mean, I wasn't. I mean, is it? We're like that's different operational fucking procedures could have impacted something, couldn't it? Considering instead of a square, it's a fucking cylinder.
Well, the thing is, like, this wouldn't be exactly like it wouldn't be exactly like programming someone to fix someone. Not even close, actually. It's more like weeding out the like he makes like air quotes the problematic thoughts, and like trying to redirect them essentially to like a more healthy pattern. So it's something more akin to like your natural way of thinking, rather than forcing your mind to think only in certain patterns.
Yeah, see, he said something like he couldn't get a grip. That makes sense. Like the normal way you get a grip wasn't there.
Scratches his chin, goes through his beard, and says, "No, I think he might have been lying to you. We will have to like check this very, very, very carefully."
That's why I had me and my technician immediately go into quarantine procedure for this.
Yeah, that's was the correct move. Very commendable. Alright, what's your permanent willpower?
My permanent willpower is 7.
So, no, that's not too bad. Okay, cool. That's still low enough. Still fucking low enough, in my opinion. And let's see. Let's just go and check. Garbage. How much stamina has he too? Okay.
Botches just returned a cylinder.
Oh my god. Thankfully he's just doing
Hey!
analysis. So yeah. He like looks at you, goes through everything, and says, well, looks as fine as it could be. the the effects are from the mine protection procedure are still in place as was before, and still does some still has done some permanent effect here, but I think whatever happened to you before with the monster and whatever this Nordic did to you is no longer in effect. And I can even tell that yeah, someone indeed rewound time at some point, or at least there's like a huge gap in there.
Are you able to tell that when you're looking at somebody's mental faculties?
Well, usually not, but I think I got lucky. It like pulls out PDA and like zooms in on some brainwaves. You see this part?
Yeah.
This is where you get reset to, and then look at this this part in your, and well, while it's technically directly after for you, it it still has like various different stimuli here. To be honest, I would have like had a harder time pointing this out if if you hadn't told me beforehand. But with that knowledge in mind, it it was really obvious once I got to the point.
Neat. All right.
But yeah, I think I can clear you again for duty.
Perfect. Means I get to meet Noah. That means I get to go bother Noah.
Oh, that's rather fortunate. He wanted to talk to you as well.
Oh shit! Am I in trouble? Just like immediately did. Just like his shoulders like, fuck. What did I do now?
There's like some hiccup of one of your reports.
Hiccups in my reports.
Well, it wasn't quite your report, but something you were involved in. I think it would be best to talk to Noah. I didn't properly listen. I was more.
No, I understand. All right. Take care of my boy over here, real good. I also gotta let him know about. All right. Thank you, Azim. Oh, by the way, have you had any luck with the procedure? Looking at it yourself, or were you busy? Were you focused with your other projects?
I had some.
It's been about that month since I've seen him for downtime.
Well, I've actually looked into it, but so far we haven't gone to live to further live testing yet.
Okay.
However, I think from what I've seen from your results, I've gone over them again. It seems that's indeed very usable. Like I need to rewrite some things and make some adjustments for the human mind, and then slowly make my way to get more test subjects that we can spare. And but I'm very confident that we can get a procedure like that for at least for these people that are susceptible to this. And especially when you deal with something like Nefandi or or even like some of the more subversive elements of threat now that usually are a threat to us, even if we if we aren't programmed, that might be perfect. Particularly the agents have done
Yeah,
some nasty things.
yeah, no. All right. But it's like that's good then. Sadly, I lacked any time to be able to get to work on it myself. I've been, you know how it is. A lot of paperwork, and I don't actually delegate very much.
Yeah, that's completely understandable. Well then, I guess I will get to work on the on the underling.
Don't kill the poor boy. He did really good. Very proud of him.
Oh, don't worry, he gives you a smile.
Sam like says as he waves goodbye, like Azim's this horrible person. Like, don't eat his toenails. On the way out or whatever, Sam's gonna stop and look at Lewis and be like, Lewis.
Lewis is still like focused, and he like just gives you like a very absent-minded nod while he like stares at Azim.
He's gonna put a hand on his shoulder and be like, Lewis. When they bring him here, when they bring the wounded here, be nice, okay?
I will be nice. That's my speciality.
I swear to God, if I have to file with it, but we have to deal with complaints Lewis. And he's like with that, like pats him on his shoulder and like out he goes. Then.
All right. Okay, let me just roll like how successful Azim is. Please budge.
I mean, oh Jesus Christ, Azim. I guess I did tell him there was an alien inside this guy's head.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I just want Azim to fail, like a lot. Like budge would be like
Why?
perfect now, because it would be funnier.
Wouldn't it be funnier? I'd have to kill him.
Well,
no, not Azim. I meant.
yeah, I know.
Come back and just start blasting.
I know.
Shit, Lewis, I just want to see. Quick, reset him. I can't reset the dead.
Fuck. Why, Azim?
You and your gay Nordic thoughts are not being permitted in my wholesome unionist base.
Oh well, I guess I will have to go with Plan B still. Oh well, I would have gone with Plan B as well in the first place. But yeah, sadness. The 7 years unfortunately closed. And yeah, like during the day, you're gonna receive a report that this crewman is is going to get a nice little vacation for a while, and they're gonna leave you someone else in his place.
Sam's gonna reply with like, "What the fuck did you find?"
Well, he thinks he hasn't like figured out what exactly it says, but it's essentially a command to do something.
Well, I mean, that's fair. The party did Danny Toledo the guy's people.
Yeah.
It was self-defense. Plenty
I'm
self-defense, but self-defense.
I'm not saying it's not. I'm just saying, like it's fair. Also, I just realized, fucking, if Domino had done this or whatever the fuck, he totally would have had his crew back to normal. Wouldn't even have checked them. Just be like, yeah, go right back to your weapon station.
I mean, yeah, that's what a Domino does. But would have been hilarious. So much more opportunity with him.
I will have to be back actually.
Yeah, that's fine. We can do more stuff later.
So this is a good spot to hop over to the others now.
Yep, definitely. Okay, let me just do some notes, and then we can go to well,
the next offering.
Yes. Anyone of you two want to go first? Up? I guess not. I guess I'm gonna go with Bacon then.
Sure. Fine by me.
Okay. Same.
So last I left off, it was during the fight, right? And probably it just got at the end of the fight after we Domino gathers all the loot.
Yeah, essentially, like Noah would tell you that he wants to wrap this up. The rift is about to be sealed. Essentially where the null came through, and they have done most of the cleanup already. It's just the other ship came in and it interrupted them, and it decided to fire upon it.
Right, yeah, I guess I would just tell Kristen to tow the ship and so we can return, and I would just inform of what happened to Noah.
Yeah, okay. I give him a briefing. And well, you want to do this in character, or do we want to just get a summary of what he tells you?
Yeah, I think it can be done. It should be done in character.
All right. Sure. Let's see. What's a good place for this? Not a.
After battle, or is he coming to the base often?
I think as we are coming, because Domino would be busy flying the ship, and I can just give the report.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's kind of important to tell some stuff to him.
Sure. Perfectly acceptable. Also, I have only one tab open, and this thing is already lagging. That's not good.
Get more
Download
Yeah,
more RAM.
just download more RAM and more video.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, we do that. Ship. It's wrong. Okay, now it's done. Okay, then Noah invites you up on his ship to his own part. Actually, he wouldn't want to go and have that all done on Domino's ship. It's creepy enough it is. This also makes it easier for me, the storyteller, because Domino might be doing some stuff during the one-on-one there.
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
Okay, you see a bunch of people working there, and
Oh wait, before that I need to check something. No, I don't have any contacts. So yeah, I am extremely crippled. I am on crutches, walking into his base, covered in bandages.
oh my god, beautiful. I think he got fucking almost yoked by what's it called again? The pattern.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have 6 ag.
oh my god.
That's not gonna get fixed anytime soon.
Actually, no. I think Kelly didn't get hit by it, so she would bringing me in a wheelchair to the meeting.
Yes.
Check.
I want this. That's perfect. Let's see. Where the fuck is Kelly? Down here. Thank you. So I need to borrow it. Also,
And yeah, she has no damage. So yeah, she's bringing me in a wheelchair into the meeting room. As I see Noah, I just try to move my arm to do a salute, but I can't. It's all under bandages. I can't really move it, and I just
yeah.
hello sir.
Eddie is Mr. Stanek. So, first of all, how are you doing, soldier?
Well, sir, as you can see, it's not very good conditions. For the first time, I was on the other side of those cannons that just disintegrate life. It's not cool, not good. I'm very lucky of surviving.
Yeah, that you are. It's well, it's good that you managed to defeat them for the most part, and that they had to actually run. Very impressive. Very impressive. Oh. However, I think I still want your thoughts on it.
Yes, some things bother me about the encounter. First, I don't know how much your team investigated on the vessels, if it was only the one we found, but it appears, how to put it? It's not a regular vessel made with people in mind. It's more like it was some sort of person very into weird stuff that decided that having a ship as a body would be a very fun idea.
It looks at you. That's interesting. We hadn't. Well, the ships we encountered, we destroyed, and didn't have much to go on. And well, any like analysis would come in after. That's very good information. Good job.
Yes, I would just like send a bunch of pictures and like it was very weird. It was probably someone with matter capabilities that was trying to just rebuild his own ship body. When we found, that's why we rushed to try to stop it. He could probably just repair itself and fly away. And another interesting thing, it has this compartment. Probably this one you saw, or maybe it was emergency use. This compartment inside the ship that could store EDs very well, and it had this weird geometrical shaped EDs that would mean they were pretty hard to shoot down, and they were just trying to stuck at our ship and trying to just hold it. They couldn't really do anything, but they tried to hold us back while the Dreadnought tried to escape.
Hmm. Yeah, we encountered more ships, or more compartments of that kind. Essentially releasing hordes of these EDEs. They almost managed to slow us down, but thankfully, my my ship here is a little bit too big for that, and he like starts patting his like armchair.
Yes, I probably would only be harmful to the small fighters like the what's the name of the pattern? Fuck, vehicles. I think I have the wrong page. Like the void engine shuttlecrafts. I think like two or three of those around a void shuttlecraft could probably destroy it. But a proper ship like a 3-1, it was also fine.
Yeah. As far as I remember, though, these things were on the were the world controlled by Iteration X before it was lost during the dimensional anomaly. I've seen it myself when we dropped off some personnel there all the way back. That's quite a creepy place. I was glad we didn't land there.
I just look around the place. I suppose everyone here is a void engineer, right? So everyone is in the know.
Yes.
Yes, indeed, this what brings me to the attention of the incident is that yeah, it is like a very distorted idea. Some of my friends back in Ceres are all very into mechanical stuff, and I see all of them just trying to replace some of their parts with robo parts. I believe whatever happened to create Dreadnought just completely fucked. these already fucked people. No offense if any of you is into metal parts, but I prefer my biological ones. That was already with this sort of idea in mind and just turned them into extreme degenerates. It's like going from some casual role-playing sex to just stepping on balls. It's very weird and sudden jump.
Well, yeah. From what we can tell, there are signs of temporal tempering on many of the parts, and basically all of the people we have managed to capture in a form that didn't involve liquefying them. It seems that is a reason to believe that somehow they got accelerated somewhat, so this might not even be a single large step, but rather something that could have played out over time, years, decades, or even centuries, depending on how how mighty the science was they used, and how much the dimensional anomaly influenced things.
Yes, that would make a lot of sense. I've tried to convince my friends to not get into metal parts as much. But, well, that brings me to another matter. We have captured the vessel, and while it's, as I said, not built for use, would I have authorization after doing some supervised purge to remove anything that could be harmful, to try to convert it into a proper useful ship? I believe it could be a great use for everyone in Ceres. We only have one combat-ready ship. With a second one, we could defend the place much better. And if any other incursion like that happens, we would have double the firepower to stop it.
It seems reasonable. But son, what do you do with the lack of crew? Such vessels usually need more than just a pilot, but also people that operate the weapon systems. In particular, if they they use enlightened procedures for extra potency.
Well, well, that's fair point, but I don't worry. I think I can make my own crew. I was thinking on making this that for a long time before I started with the mushroom clone soldiers. If anything, I heard some offer that other construct managers in cities talk about getting a bunch of losers like we were back in the day and to serve them. They all seem to be extremely problematic people, but competent.
About that, well, I do need to warn you that these people that come in, not you of course, but the additions that Mr. Berry and Mr. Cooper got went over my head. I was essentially presented with the facts, rather than given the choice to approve this. So do we want? There might be more to this than meets the eye.
Well, it would make sense. Just the one I interacted the most was this the fat Polish guy that went to the Hyde's base, and indeed, it's the sort of person I don't really see being approved for a space mission in with limited resources, considering how he apparently has some compulsive disease that makes him constantly eat. I gave him styrofoam, and he said it was okay, and he wanted more.
Noah raises his eyebrow. I've only seen this kind of behavior when someone's mind has been messed with.
Could be, it could be, but well, I will keep that in mind. I will only consider that as a backup if my plan of building my own crew doesn't work.
Speaking of your own crew, well, keep me updated on that. I'm interested in the procedure. As you know, depending on how you do it, it might not be fully space safe. What I do appreciate the initiative on your part. There's nothing to be gained if said crew you build goes awry for one reason or another. No offense to your work, of course. I just know that there are many unforeseen things that we encounter while away from the mud ball.
Yes, indeed, I will try to be even more careful as the previous one I did with the vampire stuff.
I see. As if I remember correctly, you were forced to terminate the project due to lack of
Yes.
results. Oh, desirable results.
Well, there are good results. So whatever I do, I manage to create some very combat capable and probably very deadly creatures, but I seems to be impossible to control them. And under good circumstances, well, I can turn bring someone back with memory as the mutated Nordic. We interrogated, and I brought. We probably already have it with you. The reports. It only took 2 days for them to completely lose control and be absorbed by the vampire blood. So something very interesting, but for the future, I don't want to create some sort of all-consuming monster after I just dealt with cleaning some all-consuming mushroom monsters. It would be very redundant.
Very reasonable. Alright then, thanks for the updates so far. And there's one thing I need to mention to you. It seems your Gripnoi project has attracted attention from more than just those low-ranking syndicates you've been dealing with. And I've been receiving requests from from a certain faction within the Void Engineers, the ones that seek out to rekindle exploration, that have apparently reached out to the people behind the ones by the syndicates you have been dealing with, and crawled out our way up and formed some sort of partnership. I originally tried to keep it a bit on the down low for them, because I fear that their focus might be the wrong one. But I suppose if they're using the resource defection, then at least we have them out of our hair for a while.
Alright, I'll try to keep it in mind.
Yes, yeah. And other than that, I think there's someone that might be interested in meeting you. Well, your father's actually on this ship at the moment, has been a great help with doing the military operations. And we do believe he has earned himself at least a little bit of off time while the ship gets repaired, considering he has a family here.
Thank you very much, sir. Yes, indeed. been a long time since I last saw him. I would like to meet him again if possible.
Well, excellent. Expect him in your base soon, I suppose. I will be I will be sending a shuttle with him at some point.
Also, just remember, I almost escaped my memory. I was trying to think before about the pressing matters of the weird ship. We managed to gather a large amount of implants and equipment. I would, yeah, I would be. Here is the list. He just tries to send it as an email with his datapad, but it's hard. And just the loot we got. We talked with the. We already sent messages to the other people in Ceres, and they don't appear to have much interest. So I would be willing to exchange this sort of equipment for other things, like from any other wonders for like equivalent value. Maybe even doing some good deals of like getting a bit less as long as it is being used for something good.
I see. Oh, well. Out of character. Can you just pause me this real quick? If you have it ready.
Yes, I have. Here's the list.
Alright.
How much background point it is and how much wonder dot it is. So I'm basically saying, I'm willing to exchange that for wonder dots, and no need to be 1 to 1. I can do a little bit worse if they can't do 1 by 1.
Okay. And he says, that stuff can be very useful. Particularly the the speed upgrades are very useful, although the rest is not anything to scoff at either. Anything you would have in mind already?
Fuck, I had some things in mind, but I completely forgot.
Oh.
I do remember what was the discussion last time.
I don't, but he'll tell you. I'm gonna be here for at least 2 days, I think. So you can send me the what you have in mind. Yeah. Well,
No, I remember. I think we were thinking of just getting like Earth vehicles, like black vans and shitty helicopters.
Oh.
Yeah, black armored cars and some black helicopters because they're super cheap.
Yeah. Well, he looks at his things. To be honest, that's not quite what I'm familiar with. But let me do some checks here. What we can get out of this? Let's see. He's actually not that good at it. Hey, that good.
But yes. Besides, I was thinking on some base vehicles for just making work and Gribenoy a bit easier. No need for the offensive public rovers and anything like that. Just normal ones should already be very good. And base materials for building, like if you can get some shipments of iron and other base stuff that are hard to get on Gribenoy and could be used to jumpstart the construction, it would be very good.
Well, I was have to see about that. But truth be told, there might be someone that might be a lot better suited to help you with this. I just mentioned the syndicates and the Void Engineer faction that have been working together. I believe, I freely believe that some of the higher ups got involved in this. And, well, maybe you can try to reach out through them, because they do have the resources of the Mudball closer at hand. I can get you something.
Yes.
If I think, but it will take me a lot time, and you might get you might get a lot of worse deal if I do it. As I'm
Well, yeah,
well,
my plan was to approach them, but if you are interested in anything of the list, and I could make a special deal.
okay, that seems reasonable. And let me see. For myself, well, I would be interested in the speed upgrades. Out of character, the electricity.
Yep, yeah. No, I just getting the. Is the thing the domino has that basically you spend something like willpower and you get like 3 of celerity for 1 round?
Yeah, essentially, you spend one willpower, and you can get like a bunch of extracts for every 2 points you have on this at a disadvantage. It's really fucking broken.
Based. Yeah.
But yeah, that I would be interested in. I might even put one in myself. Speaking of your doctor, maybe once you've recovered, we don't have exactly like a cybernetics specialist or anything, and I know you have a certain distrust for metal parts.
No, don't get me that. I'm trained on implanting these things, and I read it in the past. It's not distrust. It's just I just have the belief that if you improve the biological parts very well, they will be better than the mechanical ones. But yes, the mechanical ones are a better immediate upgrade.
Okay, yeah, now, I would ask you to perhaps do the procedure on myself from the reports. You have, you're very capable.
Yes, as soon as I recover, I believe I just need some time to get some mage equivalent of quintessence, I say, because I always forget the word, and I can't
Currency.
just try. Yeah, I can't just take care of my wounds. I just went to battle with a empty tank. It was a bit stupid of me, but I am not used to carry much around anyways.
Yes, that makes sense. Well, and one way or another, you have earned yourself some rest. I will be handing out extra rations as soon as possible. Not the slurry, but something better. We have something like that for this exact occasion, and even enough to hand to the crew that defeated the last vessel.
Good. Well, if you try to send it down to Ceres, don't send through Hyde's base. Try to send through ponds under Samuel. As I said previously about the Polish man, he will eat everything.
That's something peculiar. But by the way, roll me a luck die. Let's see how good stuff is they would hand out. Let's see, what do you got?
8.
Alright. Okay, you're in luck. It's your good old friend Donuts. Freshly, all good preserved. Using wonderful stasis modules.
Yeah, if the fat man gets them, I will literally kill him.
Alright, perfectly acceptable, I suppose. Well, not really, but yeah. Okay, then you can return to your base if you want to.
Yep, I return and immediately well, I don't want to do any rolls now because let's first go hide because I have some things to discuss with him.
Okay, sure, that's yeah, honestly, just use the bridge again, and Tide can be the one on the screen.
Being the big screen. It's so
So.
awesome.
So drag yourself out to become big.
Big boy.
And
that's
when
not-
I arrive, Kelly would be relieved of the duties of carrying the cripple, and it would be probably be replaced by a machine.
Alright, perfect. You can drag out? Yeah, you can. Well, feel free to attack.
He's still in the wheelchair, right? Yeah.
Yes, you see him, he's extremely fucked. Like, near that kind of fucked.
Just. Yeah, Hyde just takes off his glasses, wipes it for his back scars. It says, "What happened?"
Just usual, no, it was very, very good, life-based weapons we used to clear the, chicken ship. To one that the chicken
Yes.
ship was in fact, yeah. I got shot by one of those. Very, very fun. Strong weapon, I must say. But it's not the main issue. I got good news, Hyde, and I would need your help. I can probably pay. If you're interested, I will send email again with a list of items I have. I got myself some good things. I just need you to, well, I have the ship I captured, but issue is, it's not made for people. It's made for a weird guy that connected himself to the ship or built the ship around himself. So, could you just
Okay.
put like manual controls and chairs and like some beds?
I could probably do that, but can I get a picture of what the ship looks like and that
Yes,
sort
yes,
of information?
yes. Here's the date of it. You just get a picture of a pyramid. Looks very funny.
But Doma, can I do intelligence academics? Because this is advanced tech related.
I mean, just from the pic, no. You would have to see it in person or
Okay.
get at least like some schematics or scans from it.
I mean, I'm
Okay.
sending out the scans and out the info we got and out the pictures of interior and stuff.
Alright.
He's going to be working on it anyways. Like, no need to try to hide it.
Okay, let me just drag this thing out symbolically in the first place. Where's the threaten null folder here? Ah, there we go. I'm just blind. Yes.
Hyde just looks at it and it's just like, wait, you want me to roll intelligence academics? Just to name the type of ship?
Well, you can roll me like some intelligence, intelligence hypertech. Difficulty would be
difficulty
what?
8 or
Yeah.
9, because this is very rare.
would be a 7.
Okay, 9 dice at 7. I have experimental, and book learning.
Experimental might apply. Well, you look at it, and going through the schematics and stuff. Yeah, you can definitely tell this is what is using like the normal void engineer standard parts that you're familiar with. Thanks to using this much fucking salvage to build shit. That is essentially to reassemble. You do notice that it's like, yeah, that's used in like a very different way than you're used to. Well, it's
Okay.
essentially like made with even less regard than normal, in terms of crew comfortability and well, even to an extent sustainability, as far as you're concerned, as as you just think this would not be real livable the way it is. Like too little focus on like too little energy consumption for like life support systems. Essentially, it's all just a bare minimum, just enough to not get this place entirely fucked. Well, at the same time, it seems like a lot of like people like stuffed into it and made it like as far as you can tell, it's like six spots for people. But
Mm.
while they're like really small, they're essentially like life support pods. They still seem to be like made for like long-term inhabitation. Essentially, you're just crammed into it for in like a small pod
Like a
for
sardine.
like for days or even weeks. At least that's what it seems to be designed for. And then the entirety of the control mechanism. First of all, you notice the complete absence of a proper bridge. It just
Mhm.
doesn't have one. It has like some sort of like engine room to an extent, but even that is more like a crevice rather than the full-blown room.
Okay.
Just some poor fuck essentially like squeezed in. And
Right.
well, and it's like a series like hallways scattered throughout the ship, sort of like tunnels reaching through it, like almost like blood vessels. And it's not even that big, the ship that is, but still, like those hallways are like so small that if you essentially like go a little bit to the right or to the left, you would be scraping the wall. If you, at least for a normal person, it would be very uncomfortable to walk in there. And as far as you can tell, the control was actually routed through a specific point in the ship, like roughly in the middle of it, sort of like sort of like a brain in a way. It seems to coincide with what Vicislav told you just now.
Hmm. Wow. Huh.
Oh yeah.
I was just like, okay. That's very I'm probably gonna need to see this in person to get a closer look at it. As what you told me, I'll say in character to Vicious because we got nothing to hide from each other. It's just like I'll work on this, but I'll need to take a closer look because very utilitarian. Let's just say that in terms of its design philosophy and building construction.
Okay. Well, you essentially would eventually see this. Like you know the stats eventually of it. The ED compartments are empty, and the AI is essentially just an abstraction for the dude that's actually in there. Well, you wouldn't be able to get that out properly unless you want to like resurrect it, essentially.
Bloody hell.
Yeah.
Okay. As we, as I also wanted to talk about visual or something else. As I look at the ship and be like, Vicious Love, I'm going to need to ask you a question. Are you going to be alright? Did you book a doctor to heal you up, or Do you need some help?
No, don't worry. I can do it. I just need to
'Cause
grab
I got
grab some currency, like just some energy, and I can just take care of myself. I just use everything when we were working on the device, you know, the observation device. I just
uh,
need some time. I just got into my base, and I wanted to tell you about the ship before you make any plans. Just show to you, so you have more time to think on your schedule and stuff. If you are willing to help with it.
I'm willing to help with it. I just need to take a closer look.
Yeah.
Just in case you do need help healing up, I can send Richard by the way to help you because he's an expert in what was his expertise? Was it
No,
cybernetics or something like that?
yeah, like something like that. Let me check his actual
Oh,
thing.
it's so niche that I forgot what it was called.
No need. I can take care of myself. Just yeah, feel to come. Just look at the ship. It has some interesting things. By what I just had discussion on with Noah, probably like we could say it could be from decades to maybe 100 years more advanced than what we usually see. So maybe you could learn some very interesting things from it. Yeah, feel free to just mess with it, and I will say start taking care of myself. I still have some business things to do, and I will try to make myself a crew for the ship. I think it's time to expand the personnel in my base.
By what means? Mushroom or actual support or humanoid subordinates? What means are
Uh,
you doing it by? Or
I I already have. Actually, let me check. I recently developed abilities to accelerate time, so I will probably be doing something more normal looking. Like the mushroom route is good, but I already have mushy. Let's try something else. Let's be unique every time, you know?
fair enough, fair enough. Oh, that's fair enough. I don't blame you. Okay. I'm gonna be at your base in this amount of time because my rover can only get there so far, and I'm just gonna take a close look at the ship and draw out the details and work my magic with you, or work my science with you.
Well, sure. Feel free to come whenever possible. I will, if you excuse me, I will end this call. I need to try to not be a cripple anymore.
Yeah. Now the question our game is,
Yes.
if I was to bring Maxwell to help me work with this, is this thing still alive? Because if it is, I can't bring Maxwell
Well, if they
because
okay.
he's still programmed.
No, Maxwell's not programmed. He's a void engineer.
Oh, I thought he was still Iteration X.
No, Maxwell was never Iteration X, I think. Let me check his sheet.
No, I thought he was. I was on the impression he was from that part.
Okay, maybe I'm remembering wrong, and because it's been a long time. But I thought he was like a.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's Iteration X. Never mind, you're correct, and he is
Yeah.
programmed. Yeah, no, he would be
'Cause
fucked.
I think you might be thinking of Richard, who joined the Void Engineers, because he left his
Yeah.
high cushy job.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, he used to be Iteration X and then came over because he saw his brother there. I mean, what?
Don't worry. I'm gonna have a. Yeah, I'm gonna need to find out what this ship is, because either it's efficient enough for me to copy the design, or it's really batshit insane. So one of those two methods.
Yeah, and well, I think that's where we switch over for now. I think. Maybe we can go like get like a second round going for everyone. Let's see, what the fuck? Perfect. Okay. Yeah, no. Let's see. Okay, where would you be starting off your day? Ems.
How would I be started off my day? Well, probably I'll be getting out my bed, and I would ask Bendy for updated reports in case, on Ceres in general, in case any contract managers made any odysseys, anything of that nature I should be aware of.
Alright, well, he'll tell you there's nothing of nothing special happened. We'll just give you like bit of like minor details, what everyone has been up to more or less. The only thing of note to is there's a suspicious absence of the Polish man being in the mess hall, but that's the only thing that would have changed.
When was this last recorded movements?
Oh well, his last movement was was yeah, like a few minutes ago, when he entered the lab.
Did he
Well,
have any formless food samples carried on him?
Well, let's check what Bendy would be able to see. See, perception, alertness. Yeah, seems reasonable enough. Okay, well, he'll tell you that he did carry some samples, but those didn't seem to be for eating, as far as you could tell. It seemed to be like rather rather be some like plants that are not like fully grown from like the lab down not the lab, but the hydroponics area down there. I would even say that they seem to be not doing so well, because they were hanging their leaves and stuff like that.
Wait, the hydroponics one don't.
Well, if anything, well, Richard has been like doing a lot of like hydroponics work, and he hasn't told you anything about there being an issue.
I'm gonna take a quick. I'm gonna take a quick gaze at this, because the leaf tells the results,
Okay, sure.
or the plant in question.
Are you gonna check the hydroponics, or gonna check the lab? Actually, should I ask?
Will they check the hydroponics first,
Sure.
just in case this is a concurring factor, or is this just a one-off sort of thing that happened?
All right. Is that Richard or is that Bowie?
That's Richard. Bowie's the one with the beard. So
Yes.
that's John. Which was one with the beard?
Yeah.
I'm
So-
confusing him now.
It's been so long. And yeah, you see Richard in there. It's actually a perfect opportunity. Just working, and he like looks up and says, hello, Mr. Barry.
Hey, Richard.
What brings you down here? You're not often here.
I'm not really. I was just really doing my usual checks, and something caught my attention as I bring out my tablet and Bendy, you remember that screenshot? You remember the footage? Can you project it onto the tablet for me?
No, well. Sure. Bring it up. Yeah, like a scene plays out before your eyes. Where essentially just the guy waddles with a bunch of things under his arms, like a bunch of plants. And he says, yeah, I sent him up there with the to check on the plants themselves.
Oh,
They have not have been doing so well. Like I think like one of the drip irrigation was blocked for a little bit, and they wanted to see if it was that or some sort of like sickness. Thankfully nothing else was affected, so I think it was the irrigation. But doesn't hurt to check up. And to be honest, I want to make sure that this dude is not eating our plants, my boss man.
that's
And
fair enough.
if he eats those, then I know I can trust him. But we haven't lost anything of value because they're already kinda bad.
Fair enough. I just wanted to see what was really going on because it's very odd that we see hydroponic plants in the lab
Oh yeah.
due to the efficiency.
Yeah, this place has been quite great in that regard. I've been checking up and around regularly, and there's rarely any issue aside from harvesting and bringing in new plants.
What sort of new plants in particular?
Well, just just replacing the old ones after we harvest them. Well, at
Oh,
least
fair enough.
nothing too special. I'm sorry, I don't think anyone is actively improving this space these days.
Which is fair. Um, hmm. And Hyde just thinks to himself, yeah, that is true. If I get enough time, I could probably. If I had enough time, I would probably upgrade this. I don't have enough time on my hands. And as Hyde, can I roll a perception medicine around the plants? Just to do the thorough investigation.
Sure, you can. Anything in particular you want to look out for?
Any plants that are dying, mutations, e.g., because you can get random mutations because, they're plants.
Yeah. Okay, no, just roll the 6 then.
So, I'll have artificial intelligence. What?
Oh my god.
Nope, they look like plants. Worried it.
Alright.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
no,
my fears
nothing stands out to you. Everything is as it should be as far as you're concerned.
okay. My fears are now satiated. So, this looks good. Doing a good job. And I'll get back to the bridge.
Alright.
As how it leaves the room, it just goes like, Bendy
And
wants to speak to Bendy.
yeah, Bendy is willing to talk.
Bendy, I got do we? Can you send me I'm going to assume we have a catalogue or a list of drones within the Void Engineers, right? For exploration?
Yes, sir.
Can you send it to me in a PDF format for me?
Yes, there's nothing, nothing that couldn't be done too with too much effort. And he and like a few minutes after, you get the results and see like a few exploration shots. It's not particularly big, but you see essentially like a bunch of some of them made for straight up space exploration. Some of them made for heavy heavy duty environments, such as going through a jungle, going through super hot areas, going through areas with like a thick atmosphere.
Okay. As I'm going to assume, I get my on my like a hologramic second monitor appears up, and there's like the collection of information of we can get on the special world.
Yes. Well, as far as you're concerned,
My concern.
Yeah?
First, my concern is the atmosphere in question heavy by any chance, or was it light? Like, for example, is it light as Mars, or is it heavy as Jupiter?
It's well, roughly Earth-like in terms of like its thickness.
Okay.
Like you haven't managed to like get too much from like the proper atmosphere, but it does seem to be like breathable as well. At least from the little bit of data you already have, and nothing that would immediately poison someone. Also, what you would know from the environment is that it's just extremely cold.
So it's just mostly extremely cold, like Antarctica temperatures. Okay.
Colder.
Okay, what's cold in Antarctica? Can I be righteous to say what was it, Europa? That was one of the coldest places in the solar system.
Well,
I can't remember.
I can't remember either, but for reference, it's it's essentially starts at like it's actually the temperature range like starts at like minus like 70 degrees Celsius and goes. It gets fast. You've observed roughly at least it's like minus 100. But you don't have like exact data on it, and you only essentially got what you could gather from like the immediate area surrounding the portal, with like in terms of measurements.
Okay. And as this information inquires, because the drone, or drones, as in the S at the end, gonna need to handle extremely cold temperatures.
Yeah, there definitely some of those around for that.
Do they? Or as I look at the description, will they say our stock, or would it be
Available.
Because
They are available. Like such drones, like a lot of the drones get like requisitioned on a regular basis, and you can just put in your name. They're not wonders per se. They're just like really well done for the environment using hypertech.
Okay. So I'm probably going to requisition or ask for roughly 8 drones for the essentially survey mission
Okay, that's
for that new world, and 1 tiny cubicle satellite.
okay. What do you want the satellite to do, though?
The satellite is very simple. Its purpose is to see how high can it go,
Oh, well, that would be more like
because because you think about it, you wouldn't really want to risk drones because they're kind of more valuable.
I mean, you still need like the problem is like you still need like something that can operate autonomously, and you still would need to do to get something that can actually potentially, you know, accelerate enough to escape essentially the atmosphere. Who left?
I believe that's probably Bacon.
Yeah.
No, it's Allied.
Okay. But yeah, like it is not really that much cheaper, and in fact, I would actually argue it would be more expensive, more expensive things. But yeah, you can get that. Although with the amount you're asking for, also note down what you're actually getting. Someone would eventually get back to you and ask you what exactly you need it for, and just to have that, so they have something on the system essentially, for reference. For
Okay, what, the drones?
yeah, like they essentially just want to like fill out some paperwork.
Okay, essentially on the paperwork is gonna be this. The purpose of the drone is to look for portals, exploration purposes, in case this is linked to any other areas of Ceres. And
Okay.
if there's any, like, nodes, that's like a secondary thing, but the first thing is to find the other portals.
Yeah. Okay. Now that
Okay.
you don't hear you don't hear like any more requests from them, and just like a message that your entry has been confirmed.
And
And yeah, you can expect them within few days up to the next supply drop. Thankfully these days the supply drops are more frequent.
yes.
And yeah,
Spiders.
you go on, Imps.
Oh, no, it's just Hyde's just really happy. He's just like, yes, progress. One step at a time. Sort of thing.
Perfectly reasonable. Okay. And well, then I think the talk with Bacon would be. And well, after that, you would actually receive a mess. Yeah, you would need to receive a message at some point. Probably even during the talk. That Noah will be on Ceres for a while. Like 1 or 2 days. Depending on how repairs go. As his ship has been damaged during an encounter with threat now.
Fucking hell. Hyde's just like, bloody hell. And that ship is the best of our lives. But Hyde is like, okay, I think I could probably work something out.
Alright. And and yeah. You can contact him if you want to.
Should I contact him now, or should I? I think I yeah. I think I should probably contact him now.
Okay, you can contact him now. And well, as you contact him, well, you do get a reply. And, well, why not exactly getting him right away? You do get, essentially be put in like a waiting loop. With like a nice little music. Well, it tells you to hold on. And soon after... Yes?
That's nice. That's nice.
And soon after, Noah pops on the screen. It just sits.
Salute.
He tells you that he's a soldier. And sits there. So I can see like he's a little bit worn out. But yeah, otherwise perfectly capable.
Hello, Noah. It's me, Hyde Barry, and just want to see how you're doing, really, because I heard your ship has been heavily damaged.
Oh, well, nothing the boys can't fix. We have been quite successful in our endeavor, so many of us managed to come back, which is the really important part. Metal can be fixed, but people, they're hard to get.
As he mentions, people hardly get. So it's like, yeah, that's when the body language is like, yeah, that's very true. I can't even. And well, I did this call to update you on some situations. Well, particularly the new discovery that I accidentally stumbled upon
No, you
by
mean
pure
like,
accident.
yes. I think the report said something about new world that you discovered.
Yeah, which kind of changes a lot of things on Ceres, because as you were probably previously aware, that our estimation of Gribonoi being the only world on Ceres, well, that's kind of been disproven already. And if there is two worlds, it's most likely there's going to be entrances to this other plane, to their individual planes. So what I did as a precautionary tale was to request 8 drones to survey this new world, because I don't want to waste any manpower or dedicate 0 manpower to the exploration, as this is not the scenario it calls for.
I see. Well, if I recall correctly, there has been an issue with bringing tech over. It seems to have been turned into some more primitive form and effectively no longer usable.
I think I might know a way around it. Well, we could ward it,
I see.
in a sense, through dimensional science, to in a sense not be affected by it, but it will probably last so many times within the dimension, which could be which would be efficient enough to collect enough data to accumulate for for further assessment on this new world, to make it more clear.
I see.
And the other thing I would probably want to bring up is Gribanoy, and I'll probably mention to Vishislav when I do get to his base that he should probably request exploration drones to make the how do you call it, the control over that world a lot more faster in the way they are doing it.
Seems reasonable. I'm honestly surprised that there hasn't been more some more accurate exploration, but I suppose it's natural that there has been some focus taken away given the adversity that has been encountered right from the start when exploring Repnoi.
That is that does seem to be a very unique thing, which I believe our head of security is still onto that job at this current moment. Which I'm not sure about the progress, but I will hopefully we can see the report when he does publish it about his progression.
Yeah.
As since I'm not detailed to any information currently.
Okay. Give me like a perception empathy. Difficulty would be 6, but it would be contested.
Okay. I'm not gonna spend a willpower on this because you
Yeah,
know how
you
it's
shouldn't.
just because there's no because Heiser's like I'm not in the know, so
Yeah. That makes sense. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. Yeah, no. Noah's how much it is. So, oh well, let's see. Oh my god.
he beats. Actually, he wins because he's the defender.
Yeah, he does. Like, what the fuck? Okay, no. And he just says, well, that makes sense. And, moves on.
As we move on to the next subject. Yeah, no, actually won his dice rolls. I'm gonna as later today, as in later today, you know, when everybody's got free time, I'm gonna do a presentation about this new world, you see, and plans, you know, sketch up plans of what to do with this world, you see. And you could say it would be quite an interesting presentation.
That, I would be interested in. Well, if it's about a new world, so I presume those are your plans for the future.
If it has anything of value or interest for the Union, for example, if it has a silver mine, with our gold mine here, and with some few techniques, we might be able to make some good materials to. Game was it to make premium silver and gold?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. To make premium to help us be a lot more efficient in our combat efforts against our enemies.
Premium would be indeed very interesting, as the material is usually short in supply, especially out here, and we do need a lot of it to cover our ships.
That's very true.
Well done. Yes.
And I'm gonna send you the information as your. Remember that conversation we had about Richard in particular?
Hmm. Can do.
This is the information I have gathered so far from when I spoke to him. Okay, where's bullet points? Because I actually did a good bullet point. Okay, Richard Bowie. He's not a fan of John, and he also apparently has a lot of relatives, and by a lot I mean a lot. He is a clone, and there are many of himself as possible, from what I can gather when I spoke to him. He feels John is too immature to do his job, and he wants to help him improve. He wants to, for some reason, see him mature, from what I can gather, or test John in a way. And the only other things I can gather is he had a cybernetic update on his being, which takes a lot of calories in terms of consumption of food.
I see.
Which
That's strange.
I'm still doing my investigation, but that's the information I can gather at the moment when directly speaking to him. Which I could probably get more as time goes on, but I think that's probably a good starter of a good way to unravel this mystery.
Oh. Interesting. Oh, about the cybernetics part. Are you sure this it was cybernetics and not other things? Because usually cybernetics only cause these kinds of side effects when the receiver is the is not enlightened.
It could be, and I have wrote this information down quite a while back, so I will probably need to do a close inspection of him again. So this was written, can't remember when this was written, a while back. So I'll probably do inspection again just to keep myself updated unless he change. But overhead, he's pretty good. Overhead, he's doing a pretty good job within Rongo base, keeping everything nice and secured. Though, if Richard and John are in the same room, if I was, I would probably ask Bendy to take control of the situation, if you know what I mean. If they're in the same room, without unsupervised individuals. So keep a close eye. Wait when these two are together, let's just say. Which they haven't done anything to each other so far, but if this testing thing he wants to do gets out of hand, that's when we need to keep our eye out on.
Alright, thank you for bringing this to my attention. Seems rather interesting.
It is interesting when he did spoke about John Bowie and his immatureness, which I'm gonna ask for your opinion. What do you think about Bowie's progress, John Bowie's progress so far, as in terms of in charge of Halani base?
Well, I think he has been rather passive overall, which is not too bad. He has been keeping his crew together, created some things here and there. Not too exceptional, but well, he seems to be at least doing his job properly, which is what I really care about.
Okay. Which is fair enough. Because personally, I think personally he's doing a good job, but he still needs to. There's room for more improvement. You know, he needs to grow within the job. That's my personal opinion. He's good, but you know, it would take more time to be better at the job.
Yeah, that's true. Well, maybe this testing thing will help, but you're correct, that might get out of hand.
That's why I'm going to be very close on eye when it comes to Richard Bowie, and if Bendy does inform me what he does, that would be very perfect. And that's all I got to report for today.
Excellent. Well, as you've probably heard from preliminary messages, we expect to be here for one day, but just between the two of us, I think it will be two.
Okay. Let me turn you up with all that. Repeat the last sentence.
Just between the two of us, I think it will be two rather than one day that we will be staying here. So.
Okay, that's good. Okay, that's good then. If you need any help with your ship or any sort of modifications, you can let me know. I can give you a hand when it comes to it.
I might actually get back to you on that. Might.
No problem. That's probably the end of the conversation, I believe.
Alright, if you've nothing else, then you would say, well done, soldier, I have to attend to out of your matter. If anything comes, then feel free to contact me.
I will. So I do the salute.
Alright, and the screen goes dark. Out of character question, is there a particular reason why you didn't ask him to do the formatting yet?
I could, problem is though, there was a good reason why. That's because information. That was the biggest problem. Because if I was to say, oh, can you format this unknown area of space? That would have been a quite tough question to give. And trying to justify it would have been very hard to justify, let's just say. So it would just be equivalent of dipping your hand into a pool of water, unknown water, if you understand my drift.
Yeah. I mean, perfectly reasonable, but I didn't to warn you, like you should be aware of in character. Like, once he's gone, it'll be much harder to get him to do anything. So, you know, just keep your time window in mind. You have 2 days, essentially.
I will ask him. I would ask him, and I will definitely send the message.
Oh. But yeah, just to make things clear. And I think, yeah. Oof, whip him. No, certainly not. Well then, feel free to talk amongst each other. I'm gonna go to the toilet real quick.
So, yeah, I got this software on. Good.
The UDF deploys.
Yeah, I wanted to ask him to format the space. Problem is, you can't really. The only way you could ask that is you could justify if there was something there, you know? Like, that was the biggest problem.
Yeah.
But I could probably ask him in the next session. Well, I could ask him within the... Still got time, but I could still ask.
Checks. Where do you want him to format space anyway?
I basically want him to format a portion of a high tundra. So I can essentially expand my things there. Because it's just cheaper to expand within another world.
Fair enough.
Also, okay, so yeah, when I do get the bacon ship, I could also fix it up and probably just cool now after that. So So, how's everyone actually been doing?
I'm fine.
Doing all right. Looking forward to hearing what Noah has to complain about to me.
He wants to switch out your organs, your heart, and the skull, so he could look like you, younger model. This was all Ravna's trick.
Van Redimer is really taking a big shit, right?
Boy's becoming the shit.
I mean, he already is.
Indeed.
Oh, speaking of shit.
What the fuck?
Congratulations.
But yeah, well, let's see. We have like like less than an hour, and part of that needs to be spent on wrapping this session up. So, how to best do this now?
I only have one thing I want to do that is very important, but it's just some roles. I want to not be a cripple anymore.
Alright, sure.
Well, I mean, your first thing is just stand up. You don't need to be in that wheelchair. It's just juicing the feet.
Yeah, you can whittle
Yeah,
yourself to walk, you know?
exactly. So I will ask Mashi to uh, wheelchair me to the field of dead. No, I'll tell her to get Kelly so Kelly can wheelchair me to the field of dead biomatter, so I can just extract some quintessence from the ground and try to heal myself.
Alright, that can be done. Roll me like some perception alertness. I do think like wound penalty is applied though, which makes it extra fucked. Do you have even dice?
I mean, minimum is 1, right?
Yeah, you still roll with one technically.
Yep.
Suppose so.
My perception alertness, yes, I would have 0 dice, so I get 1.
Sure.
Nice.
Difficulty 6, 8.
6. Sadness. I guess that's fine. And yeah, you're being wheelchaired out.
Right? So I would just get my instruments and like I would just ask for Kelly to put the cable I use, like one in the ground, another in my foot,
Mm.
and I'll try to use my PDA to coordinate the operations. And yes, I'm going to use Prime 5 to get the energy from the ground.
You need only Prime 4. Because it's already
Right,
dead.
I will use Prime 4 to get the energy from the ground. But I would only roll 1 die, so I'm going to use a willpower point on this.
Oh,
So it would be...
actually your arty doesn't suffer wound penalties.
Oh, paste. Okay. But if I get a crit fail, I would die. Because I would take at least 1 bashing.
Oh. That would be
Well,
unfortunate.
good luck.
So yeah, I'll still use 1 willpower. So yeah, let's do 5 7, right? 3 plus 4, 7.
Yes. Oh, fuck nice.
Okay, that's 5 quint.
Very nice.
I have creation. I'm creating quint out of nowhere, totally.
It's not creation, it's transmutation.
Okay, so let's fix myself. Heal self, I think it's a 3. Let me check. Oh,
No, it's actually
it's
2, I
okay.
think.
2? Oh, even better. So
Heal others. I think is 3.
Yeah.
so it would be 5 at 5.
Yeah, heal self is 2.
Oh. I was really scared I was going to botch and die.
Yeah. I think it's
Now you just gotta botch and die on the next roll.
So
It's like-
I use 1 quint to heal 2, or just 1 quint to heal 1. I don't remember.
I think it was like just the roll itself. At least I think that's how I did it before, so we're gonna stick with that. So it's like you can heal up to 2 for 1 quint with this one.
Okay, so I use 1 quint, and not. Oh wait, I was not even at. I don't like this thing is different from T1 and the vampire character sheet. Or I'm just retarded. I think I'm just retarded. Right, so I heal 2. I'm not crippled, I'm not even mauled, just wounded. So let's try again. And I am fine. So let's use 2 quint. I'm perfectly new. I just get up off that wheelchair like I just was exorcised by a fake Protestant priest. It's good to be back. And I will just fold the wheelchair and bring it back to inside and get the vodka ready for when my father visits. That's everything I wanted to do.
Perfect. Alright then, well, let's see. Alright, do you have anything quick too?
Well, no, but I have the I don't know how long's the meeting with Noah gonna be.
Ah, well, that might take a while, or...
I doubt it.
You highly doubt it. You're gonna shoot him if he takes too long. Yeah, so your time's up,
Charge now. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I don't know why it would take that long.
Well, yeah, like, okay. Like, it's probably will be more than a few roads, though. Okay, Ems, do you have anything quick?
I'm probably just gonna do the ship thing. Just do a closer inspection of it, because I reckon to actually do the job will take the next session.
Yeah, we have like a series of roads, and we probably do like a long wide ritual to do it. But it's possible. I mean, I guess would help a lot if you could get like a spot in the repair facility. Although that thing is currently blocked by Noah's ship. But yeah, you can.
Yeah.
You can probably get transported over.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Yes. Okay. I think like yeah. Bacon, would you be willing to like transport him over or via the ship you have? Like just have
Yeah, sure. Like, that's why the Tesla's around. It's mainly a transport ship.
Alright then, yeah. You can come in and just give me like a give me like a perception hypertech roll to start out with, and you can use your matter to like lower the difficulty. Base difficulty would be an 8 though. Since you know, you already have like all the data you could get from like the surface scans, and now you're going for details.
First roll is perception hypertech at 8.
No, the first roll would be an arity roll, the arity 1 roll, to be exact. So, difficulty 4.
5. Yep, 5 at 4. Shaping, would that apply or no?
No. You're not shaping. Okay, how much did you get? 4. Yeah, no, that doesn't matter even. Like, yeah, maximum, you can only go over by 3. So, it should be a 5 now.
Nice.
So yeah, give me perception, hypertech at 5.
Knowledge is king.
Okay, that, well, it's a little bit less than expected, but at least you're close up now. So that gives you a little bit more. Yeah, your initial kind of, you know, observation has been confirmed. The data seems to be indeed correct. And, I guess I should like go through it. You detect like no signs of activity in it. It's effectively dead. You don't notice like however, well, at least if you thanks to your work with all the robots, that there's there's significant space essentially in it for a personality to be installed. However, most of it is fried and would need some replacing, but probably wouldn't be too hard if you so decide to put something back in there, or perhaps try to recover the data. Either way. And well,
probably need.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, probably best to recover the data, to be honest, because information can win the war.
Yep, you could do that. And well, and yeah, in terms of like revamp, it seems like you need to essentially like reroute the controls to someplace in the ship, as expected essentially. Probably like there's no real space within the ship, so you would need to like do some internal reshuffling to some degree.
Which is fair enough, so...
Yes, and what a lot of people that could fit in there. I'd probably say probably like a bit more comfort or like short deployment time in it, or it would be not well suited for like psychological reason. Like you already you have enough experience with you know, building ships and like that you would know such things.
Yeah, because honestly, when it comes to like crew, since we got less manpower, you're better off just removing some of the seats and expanding the hull of the ship. Well, it gives you more room to work with, essentially, since manpower is less and less overall.
Okay. Well, expanding the hull is like expanding a hull is essentially a bit harder and would require like more extensive amount of successes. While just doing internal revamping might be better suited for something else. Like what for example would work is getting rid of some of the like crew capacity in there, but you know, it's crew capacity which you might want to keep.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, I mean, I guess it's up to you at the end of the day. But do know that expanding will be a lot harder, and if you expand, you will need a lot of cash for it.
Yeah, which at the moment, Hyde is very satisfied with the information he's got, and he's going to pass it along with Vicious Love to be like, do you want to recover the data, so on, and before proceeding any further, Hyde is just going to think what to do with the ship, really.
Yeah. Okay.
On the subject of me like wanting any data, I would say it's up to Noah what he thinks is too dangerous to be destroyed. If you find anything on it, we know how people get mad with this sort of stuff. So yeah, no, don't want anyone to be corrupted and compromised.
Yeah. What Noah tells you from like his experience at some point, like presumably this takes place like text messaging and stuff like that. Would be that like people that are not programmed, and like for engineers in particular, would be like perfectly fine as long as you know, no one else would get some info on it, essentially. As the corruption that stems from the third null is mostly coming from coming from a space like attacking your programming, and there's only like specific parts of like threat null that go for more than that. As mentioned before, it would be like the agents, which essentially the equivalent of the New World Order, and this is more the equivalent of Iteration X. So
Okay, fair enough.
it's very likely to be just fine, especially for like a fringe case like this where someone like tries to let's just you know, recover some data from data banks.
Right. Yeah, if I have approval, we can save everything.
All right. Okay, then that leaves Allied, I believe.
Hello. It is I.
All right. Well, it's up to you where you want to meet Noah.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna go to Noah. I can leave the fucking medbay. Like, hell yeah. Like, I am out of being kept in quarantine for like 2 days.
All right. That's all right. You mentioned that. Okay, then where would he be at this point in time? He would no longer be on a ship. He would be, yeah. He'll probably be going around inspecting. Okay, let's go to an unusual place. Let's go to a hallway.
Just fucking corner Noah in the hallway. Oh! Sam, fuck off.
Beautiful place. Okay. Feel free to drag yourself out, and I'm gonna drag out Noah.
Damn, these hallways gotta get scrubbed. What the fuck, Danielle? It's gone like 3 days.
they've seen a lot of battle. I'm sorry. It's been taking over while you were quarantined.
Fucking Christ.
Can you imagine?
Gonna start throwing hands.
And yeah, you see like Noah being escorted by 2 Marines. And you see like another person there, which you're very familiar with. It is Danielle.